Welcome back to another exciting episode of Clark's Public Art School. Today we will be painting on a piece of plywood, and I'm going to try to not use blue. I love blue the color, but I kind of default to using blue, and whenever you're using a blue screen, which we are for the cool special effects, it just doesn't, it's cool, but it also is, it's like if I started painting with blue, you just wouldn't see anything. And I've done that before. I'm like, all right, let's get started. And then it's just like, the painting is invisible for the first few minutes. So I'm going to start with red. It's not the opposite of blue, but it's pretty close. And I've got this shaped piece of plywood that I got from an artist friend, Lydia Kern, who just did an amazing public art piece that got unveiled in downtown Burlington, Vermont. Wow, this is a different color red than I thought it was, but that's cool. That's cool. I can roll with it. I'm just gonna not think about anything that I'm doing, or at least not on a conscious level. I'm just trying to let the drawing speak for itself and tell me what it needs. And right now it's telling me that, no, it's cool. This isn't the red that I would have chosen. I like more of like a vermilion red, which is like a kind of orangier, more orange red. But this is like a pure red. It's beautiful. I just didn't, oh, jeepers. Look at that drip. And what are we going to do about that? Boom. Okay. I can roll with that. Yeah. We're just going to do a little bit of that. And then hope y'all have been having a good week. It just started yesterday. And oh, you know what? I was gonna do some neck stretches. I was gonna start doing like an exercise of the day. So maybe next time. I might, after I paint for a few minutes, and then I might stop, do some exercises, stay flexible. I have been working as of recently as an educator. And part of our morning routine is that we do stretches and exercises in the morning, and it is amazing. Holy cow. I mean, I always liked doing stretches, but just not, I've never done them and the exercises. I've never just been so consistent with when they get done. We're talking about every day, every morning. So the challenge to me is to do them on the weekends. But yeah, it's been kind of wild. Talking about dozens of push-ups every morning, and sit-ups and burpees and all kinds of intense exercises. All right, what are we thinking over here? Just do this. Okay, I've got this red out, and I'm thinking that I've definitely used red as a predominant a contour drawing color in abstractions before, and I like it. I like it as that. And so I think, even though I was trying to have it be a little more where I started with one color and then I stopped. I did a little bit and I stopped, and then I picked up a different color. And then I went with that for a little bit, and then I stopped. I think I'm just gonna go and do a drawing with red. And I love using like weird pieces of stuff to paint on that wasn't really like I did not have this thing has not been sitting around the studio for like months being like asking me what I am going to paint on it. This came into my life very recently. Thank you, Lydia. You're the best. And yeah, so it's kind of fun just to like. I didn't know what I was gonna paint at 4. When did I decide to paint on this piece? I was like, oh, I'll go to the studio and grab something. And then I was at the studio and I was like, oh, I don't have anything. And then I remembered these pieces of wood that were on the front porch. And I was like, okay. Cool story, bro. All right. I'll get back to work. Quit lollygag. Oh gosh, that was a ugly move. Dan, who is back there in the booth, Dan and I have been working on a mural this past couple of weeks, so we haven't been in here doing the TV show, and the mural is very architectural. It's like it is definitely a response to the building, and the building is like this kind of like brutalist building that it might not be brutalist. It might just be like modernist. Is there a difference? I don't know. But it's like this kind of like really minimal brick building that doesn't have too much going on with it architecturally. So the mural has ended up being very much the same. It's like is the microphone not working?
Well, it's getting the radio station again.
Oh shoot. Should we pause for a second? Like techno music?
Yeah.
Well, that could be worse.
Could be worse.
How is
I
that?
don't hear it right now.
You don't hear it, okay.
But it's
Switch right.
I can hear it. Or I can hear some kind of music. You hear that?
I hear like sounds like a fan.
Oh. It stopped.
I was still hitting the talk button.
Oh, got it. Okay. That was what was going on.
I think we're back in action, buddy.
Woo! Tell me you say when.
When?
When. We're going. What was I saying? I don't even know what I was talking about. Who cares? Get some little swoops in right here. Oh my gosh, this freshly sanded birch plywood is dreamy to paint. It is so smooth. So if I could hold the brush straight, if I could hold the brush steady, it's just like, yeah, it's the good stuff. This corner, I'm gonna have to deal with this right now. I'm gonna say I'm gonna cut over like that, and then like that. One of these, and then a little bit of this and that. Oh, and then boink. That reminds me of that Calvin and Hobbes. Oh, I remember what I was talking about. I was talking about the architecture of the building informing the mural that we are working on. And so anytime there's like, so this thing got pretty crisp in terms of like where the edges of one color and the edge of another color meet. And so Dan and I have this like, now we have this like personal joke. I'm gonna switch colors. I mean, I know I said I was gonna go all the way, but what if I switch to what if I switch to that vermilion? Or I could be totally weird. I could go totally weird and switch to like just orange. What do y'all think? All right, you got 0.3 seconds to call in and tell me your opinion. Orange or vermilion? I don't even have it in my hand. I'm just like, you know what? The fact that I don't have the vermilion, that means, oh wait, sorry. I do have it, but check it out. This thing is so empty. Now what if I'm at home working on a serious piece of artwork and I'm like, oh, I need vermilion. And then it's empty and I blasted through the last bit of it on this thing. No, that's not gonna happen. So orange it is. And so I love it when oh my gosh, I just squeezed out too much. That's cool. No big deal. I want to use orange because it's the opposite of blue, at least on the color wheel. I mean, you might. It's like almost like intuitively, I want to say that red is the opposite of blue because of like. Oh, I know what it is. It's because of hot and cold. When you're like doing the hot and cold knobs, like one's blue, one's red, and it's like that's pretty much opposites. So maybe that's where the blue and red being opposites come from. But on the color wheel, if you make like a little, I don't know if you know what a color wheel is, but if you make like a little, rainbow around that like reconnects with itself around in a circle, opposite from blue is orange, not red. But orange is an awesome color anyway. All right, so this thing's about to get wild because we've got this like cool, just like this, it just ends. It's like where the sidewalk ends over here. And, but then we got this big blank space here. Do I hit that up with orange? What I'm gonna save that for color number 3, which I can already tell you is gonna be deep magenta, which is like this cool dark crimson color. That's what's gonna go into this little spot. I don't know what's gonna happen right there, but here we go, y'all. Oh, bet you didn't know what I was about to do. Neither did I. That's cool. Cracking myself up over here. At least somebody's laughing. So, man, this is a weird move, but that's cool. If it feels uncomfortable, do it. Art-wise, and maybe like other applications in life. Sure, that might apply also. But it's cool in art. It's like take some risks. If something feels like you're like, oh, I don't know if I should do that, then try it out. And you may find that voice that told you to not do that was totally correct and that you completely messed up your painting. But the cool thing is next time you will know for sure, don't do that thing. And that's how we learn what we like in artwork. Okay, this is gonna drip 100% sure. You saw that little trick I did right there? It was about to drip, and then I put the brush like facing like up, and then the drip went into the bristles of the brush. And I caught that thing, man. I'm not letting that drip go down my perfect little painting section. So I'm busting out with my dearly departed friend Charles Barbier. Sometimes when I say something really funny, it's because I'm acting like Charles, and that's just, you're like, what is up with this dude being so weird and talking weird? It's me and Charles Barbier communing, collaborating from him being in the afterlife and me being right here in the still alive. Oh my gosh. All right, my legs are totally fine. Love having legs, and happy about the state of my health. So y'all heard me like catch myself about to complain about my sore legs, and then I was like, no. All right. Oof. I don't know if this is exciting enough. That little move. I gotta do something. I gotta change it. I gotta switch it up. This needs to do something weirder than it's currently doing. So I'm gonna go like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Boom. It was getting a little bit too predictable back there. Had to rock the boat. And this one's been kind of fun. I'm excited. Thank you for joining me on this art adventure here, because I am enjoying myself. What am I gonna do right here? I don't know. I could do another little. I'm gonna turn the brush on its side so it doesn't make like a gigantic line. Ooh, that's a not a steady hand right there. So I'm gonna cut a little one of these and a little. Oof. Whew, that was. I don't like that. That was a little. That almost got really ugly, and then I had to like kind of control my hand there because it was about to be like blah. This I don't like this. I don't like this place. What do I do about that? I don't know. I'm gonna come back to that. TBD that place. I'm gonna do this though. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Not too bad. Not too good, but not too bad. Do I need anything over here? Yes. One of these guys. Golly. All right. All this chit chat got me thirsty. All right. Okay, I see you painting. Not too bad. I had very low hopes, and they are being exceeded. My hopes are being met and exceeded. Boom. Whew. Okay. Oh, I know what's about to happen here. This is gonna go right there. Boom. Oh, whoops. I have to come back with that red. Ugh. Okay. I got the red and the orange are like flowing into each other over here. That's whoa. Okay. Ooh. Risky. Hello. All right. And then back to orange. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't feel good about that, what just happened, but I did it anyway. And I don't know how I feel about it now. And that's okay because I don't even have to decide ever. I can just let it just kind of be a question mark. It could just remain a question mark whether that is the resolution for that little paint moment that I wanted. I don't need to know. I don't need an answer. Whew. Okay. I like it. I like what's going on. This is gonna need another one of these guys, people. One of these y'all. One of these folks. One of these entities. Do I need an orange here? You've got 3 seconds to call in and say no, don't do it, or yeah, do it. All right, cool. You had your chance, and boom. Cool. 1-900. Jeez, I was about to say Sir Mix-a-Lot. Like, where did that even come from? Out of the recesses of my brain. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Whatever. Sir Mix-a-Lot's dope. I just don't know. I'm curious about where that came from. Really popped out of like the most distant recesses of my memory and consciousness. All right. Whew, what do I do here? Let's see. I can't forget that I have to get in here with burgundy. Right here. That is very important. Ooh. Okay, y'all, check this move out. I'm gonna cut over here, and then down, and then sorry if I'm blocking the view with my Frisbee palette. Oh, geez, that was ugly. I never even finished my thought that I was talking about. I was telling y'all about the mural, and so now Dan and I have this like. Did I finish that thought? I can't remember. Anyway, I was talking about the mural, and so like now if there's like an ugly part of the mural, we're like, oh, why are we choosing violence like that? We gotta fix that thing. Like we're gonna like, it's just like it's terrible. Like, you know, like why are we like trying to inflict that upon the public? And then we go in with a tiny little brush. And we fix it, and then it's like, peace has been restored to the disorder of that fuzzy line. It's pretty fun. I mean, it turned into like a good joke of us fixing the mural, and that I might have taken it too far with that last line, but I don't care. Whatever. I'll just do that. Ooh, jeez. Oh God. All right. That's okay. That's acceptable. I wouldn't write home to mom about that little move, but whatever. That I should. These two and this might get to have a little conversation with Burgundy in a second. But then that leaves this area and this area. I think I still, I'm almost out of orange, so it might be time to switch colors. I think I went a little too heavy there with the orange. And should I go boom? No. Oh, okay. Yep. And yeah, that was legit. Okay. Oh, nice diamond fade transition thing. That was cool. Uh, so now it's time to switch colors to well, there's the deep magenta I was talking about, but that thing is like just I don't even know if there's anything that might be empty. Oh, I got red violet. That could work. Sorry, don't mind the mess over here. I gotta. Oh, there it is. This thing's like, whew, that's what I'm talking about. This thing is like at least half full. Definitely gonna be more than enough. Do I really want to do that though? It's gonna be so. It's gonna be. Dan's saying yes. Dan's saying yes. It's gonna be so dark. But I'm gonna take my own advice from earlier, and I'm just gonna do it. And if I almost have like an identical one of these pieces of wood, I almost have a piece of wood that is identical. No, I have a piece of wood, a piece of plywood that is like almost identical to this piece of plywood. So if I make the wrong move, I'll just paint in almost exactly the same painting, except right at this moment, this is when I'll be like, wait, whoa, do not get out that burgundy again. You learned from that mistake. So, yeah. But here we are, I'm doing it. I mean, I did think of that early on, and I'm just gonna stick with it. You know, so don't second guess yourself. If you have a good idea with art, don't second guess it. Okay, way too much water. What am I trying to do? Get a big drip going down this thing? Woo. Cool. um, yeah. Oh, wow. Jeez. TBD. All right, this drip ain't happening on my watch. Heck no. All right. I could just go blink. Yes, I should do that. Not on my watch, drip. No, it's cool. Drips are chill. I mean, I don't hate on drips. But I don't necessarily want drips where I don't want them. And in this case, no. Just no, bro. Don't drip right there. This I could do. All right, so I got some choices to make right here. Let's talk about this spot. I could do something totally unrelated to that moment, and I am going to do that. I like it. I didn't even get to the other choices. It was just like hard yes, boom. All right, and then the this move, and then that, or like that. Oh no, just straight up like boing. Oh, that was hideous. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. All right, folks. I'm gonna do another little thing here with that. I don't know if I like this. Oh, jeez. Okay. That's not the vibe. That is slightly more the vibe, but wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cool. It's cool. It's all good. I'm gonna get down on my knees and pray. Just joking. I'm doing this little move right here. Nothing against prayer. Prayer is good. All right. I still have this like situation, which might not even be anything. I think by the time I fill this thing in with like different colors, I'm not even gonna care about that because this is just can be like solid blue or something. I don't know. Whatever. Aqua. Ooh, pale aqua, like pale mint, or pale aqua. That is the vibe. This is, yeah, sorta. All right, now that's okay. But if I did another line like that, this, y'all be saying like, what is he doing? Just copying that orange triple stripe? Nah, that's not okay. But I do know what I got to do now. Yeah, that the orange was like, I thought you were about to bite my style. The little triple orange over there was like, I'm watching you, bro. It's cool. It's cool, triple orange. We're good. And then now it's like, oh, what? All right. It's like, all right, you stepped off a little bit, but then that's fine. And then it goes to a quadruple orange stripe, and then it's like I can't put. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not sorry, not sorry. Okay, let's see. I gotta wrap this up. I can't be hanging out up in this TV studio all night long. Let's see, what do we got? We got yes, I think this is what has to happen right here. And then I got crazy news, y'all. I'm out of deep magenta, this color. Maybe one more line, and I can't just leave that thing single like that. That would be freaking weird. So you got to like get to the end of this line here to call into the station and tell me what color you want me to use next. Oh, all right. Nobody called. So it's gonna be, we got rose. I mean, this thing is like already like such beautiful warm colors, and I'm avowed to not use blue. I mean, I could be wild and throw in this light green, this color, but no, I'm not doing that. That'd be ridiculous. Get out of here. I think rose. It's like, this is cool. This is like this, like, it's pinker than this pure red or whatever that was. Pure red. It's pinker than that, but it's not like, I do have I'm saying I have a magenta, but I don't know if I have a magenta for real. I have like a tube of it that is very close to being empty. But really it's a toss up. Oh, I got wine red. Wine red, I think, could be good, but I really want it to be like a dark pink, which Rose is also my friend's daughter's name, and she's super cool. So, Rose it is. All right, cool. Oh my gosh, this color is so beautiful. Can you see that? That little blob right there? Yeah. That's the real stuff. But this water absolutely needs to be switched out because the reds and the magentas will turn that beautiful, perfect rose color into not so beautiful and perfect. And you know, if you're busting out some fresh new color, like, it was cool. Like, switching from red to orange, totally fine. You don't need to switch out the water. Switching from those colors to deep magenta, totally fine. Now you're talking about using like a beautiful, like, floral carnation, bright magenta, kind of whatever color that is. I mean, they call it rose, so we're just gonna call it rose. I don't know if I've seen a rose that color, but I'm sure they exist. Okay. One for me, one for you. Oh wait, that was the opposite way. Hydrate, folks. Hydrate or die. All right, here we go. Down on my knees again. What do I do here? What's going on? What am I doing? This is definitely I can't just leave that single line like that. This thing has to be doubled up somehow. And that would be weird to go. I think it has to go like this. Yeah. That is what's gonna happen. Oh, nuh-uh. Not on my watch, buddy. Whew. That was a close call. Still a close call. Okay, let's cut down on the water a little bit. Now, I wasn't lying when I was talking about that pink. Isn't that amazing? God, that is awesome. I could cut this down and kind of make it sort of parallel with those. I'm going to do that. You know, why not? Having a little conversation there. This line saying, yo, what up, y'all? I see y'all. And maybe even yelling over at these, going that same-ish, same direction? Almost. Yeah, that's close. It's close enough. All right. And then, probably just one, no, two, one. That's it. Or at least that's that spot. This is weird over here. All right. I know this is awkward for y'all, but I'm just gonna do this. Sorry if I'm messing up my painting. Like, this is the point where, like, when you're getting to the end like this, the worse the painting is, the better, because you're not like scared of messing it up. But with this thing being so cool at this point, I'm like, oh geez, I'm about to ruin this thing. Yeah, I'm gonna of do that. And then a little bit of that. Yikes. Wow. I did not see that coming at all. But good thing I just am trusting in my wrist and brain to figure this thing out, because if I thought about it too much, I'd probably make a grave error in judgment and cause a. Oh, that looks terrible. Ugh. Okay. It's getting really close, y'all. Really dang close. I see if anywhere to put this paint. I'm just gonna be outlandish and just go. I should probably do that with the burgundy too, but that's fine. If I did it with the burgundy, it might be like too predictable. And we do not want a predictable painting. We want to keep them guessing, you know? All right, here we go. If I do this, then this thing's gonna get too shallow. So I think what I'm gonna do is go here and then here. And now it's too shallow. Oh, hello. What is up? Boom. Boom. Oh my gosh. Now this, this was like, that was one too many right there, that guy. I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. I told y'all I'll mess this thing up in the last like 2 seconds. Like, oh, it's almost done. Ah! Okay, cool. Chill. Yeah, word. All right. I'm just gonna not even. No, I'm gonna do this. Just to be like, this is over here. Repeating this curve. This is over here on its own. Repeating this line. Sorry. It's cool. It's all good. What can I do here? That would be weird. That would be weird. That would be weird. That would be weird. I'm going to do this. And then, ooh. Yikes. And that. And that. Painting myself into a corner here. Literally. Cool. Ugh. Gosh. That is just bizarre. All right, I'm going to do a little skinny. Thanks for joining me on this this art adventure. I don't think I could have done it without you. I really couldn't have. Like sometimes I am afraid that is the artwork that I'm making whenever I'm filming the same artwork that I would be making if I wasn't filming? The converse is also a question. You know, it's like, can I make the artwork that I'm doing when I'm filming when I'm not filming? And I think I can't. I couldn't have done this exact thing without these exact circumstances. So anyway, appreciate y'all for being here. I'm gonna work on this for the next couple of years until it's done. And have a good afternoon, evening, night, morning, whatever it is when you watch this. And Peace out. Stay safe, everyone. It's like a recap, you know, just to say like I didn't, you know, that thing wasn't done whenever we last you know, viewed it. I think it was just the like red and like hot warm color outlines. So like all this red I did earlier, and then the pink, and then the orange. And then, so I'm just gonna throw this down here just to say, hey, check it out, y'all. You too can draw weird shapes on a piece of plywood. This piece of plywood actually has some provenance. It's from a, maybe it's like a template that artist Lydia Kern used for a recent public art project that turned out amazing. Way to go, Lydia. We all love you down here at Clark's Public Art School. It's just me and Dan, but it's true. We're big fans. So yeah, I love getting like a weird shaped piece of plywood, and you know, kind of letting the shape dictate like what's gonna happen. I have a piece of plywood that I'm gonna draw on in a minute. Paint draw, whatever. That it doesn't have a weird shape, but it will have a weird shape after I cut it out. But it does have like this, like, let me just show it to you. I'm gonna move this out of the way.